Good evening, everyone. This is former Constable Stephen Wiggs of the 16th Ward, Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I'm coming to you guys to talk about integrity. Because there is officers and agencies out here that just don't seem to have any. And I want to bring light to a few of them. The Pennsylvania State Police on March 16th or May 16th of 2022, this year, stated on the stand during a case between me and the District Attorney's Office of Lehigh County, something that only I and this specific police department would know about. So I know that this trooper was not lying. I know that this trooper was not lying about what this agency said. So their integrity is on the chopping block. Okay? And I'm gonna explain why. Obviously, this is what this is about. The NJIT Police Department, the New Jersey Institute of Technology College Police Department, is on the chopping block. I've posted some questions on my Facebook civilian page. And I turned the comments off because I wanted the citizens on the page to brainstorm. I didn't want nobody commenting. I didn't want any of that. I wanted people to really think about what it is that was being said there. So this trooper stated on the stand, putting this agency on the record, stating that they themselves said that at the time, I was the officer of the Constable office active. Former Constable Stephen Wiggs, had inserted myself into one of their calls for service. Inserted myself into one of the New Jersey Institute of Technology College Police Department. I inserted myself into one of their calls for service. Now, this trooper just threw that out there on the stand to try and further discredit me. To discredit me. To destroy my character. So that when I spoke, no one would listen to me. Okay? So like, wait a minute. I'm thinking to myself now, my lawyer did not attack him when he said that because we had no idea that he was going to actually mention this. Like, this is not what the district attorney was. I don't think they knew that he was going to mention this. I think he just pulled it out his behind and just threw it out there. And I'm like, wait a minute. It left me in my own mind thinking like, where the hell did you where did you get that information from? So it left me thinking, this police department did this. They jumped on the bandwagon to make me look bad with the history that me and them got. This police department. This college police department. So let me give you a background between the relationship of myself and this police department. So before I ran into the Essex County Sheriff's Department of New Jersey in the negative manner that I have run into them back in 2019, December 3rd of 2019, where they violated my status as a law enforcement official. Me and the NJIT Police Department had a great working relationship. We had a great working relationship, so much so that they was actually aiding me in allowing me to park my cruiser at their facility. So the day that I got caught up with the Essex County Sheriff's Department, my cruiser was parked in front of the headquarters of the police department. Now, why would I park my cruiser with the police department if I did not have clearance from the police department to park my vehicle there? My police cruiser of my agency. Like, why would I park my car there if I didn't have clearance? Like, who parks their police cruiser from their agency at another police department unless, or a law enforcement agency, unless they have clearance to do so? No one. Especially if I'm coming from my state, Pennsylvania, going into another state. And I'm just gonna park my car, my police cruiser, like who does that without any clearance to do so? No one. Absolutely no one. Okay? See, these people have made a lot of people think that like they can just say whatever they can say about me, and I sit back and just let it happen, or people are not going to listen to me when I finally speak. Well, let's just go into some deep thought about this here, okay? The NJIT Police Department, rightfully so, they saw me as a fellow law enforcement official to the point where they were aiding me in parking and allowing me to park my vehicle, my cruiser, at their police department when I would visit my wife in Newark, New Jersey. Okay? I did not want people in my wife's location to know that there was an officer coming through there like that. So they would help me by lending their property to me to park my cruiser. Okay? And this happened for over a year or two. Okay? And I have pictures documented and stamped identifying that my vehicle has been parked there multiple times. Okay? Time stamped. Now, when now understand this. I carried my firearm up and down through that location. Okay? They had my credentials, which identified me as the law enforcement official. Okay? I was. You know, they had my credentials in their records. In their records. So they knew who I was. They did the research and they learned that the Pennsylvania State Constables are law enforcement, and they were also honored by HR 218, the Law Enforcement Officer Safety Act. LEOSA. Okay? And they granted me the privilege of carrying my fire. Nobody bothered me. Nobody bothered me. Okay? So, they knew that it was a fellow law enforcement officer parking their cruiser at their facility. So they had no problem, and rightfully so. Okay? But when did the problem come in? When the Essex County Sheriff's Department maliciously disrespected me, and the NJIT Police Department wanted to act like they didn't know me. Okay? That's when it happened. That's when it happened. So for a year or two, the NJIT Police Department supported me as a fellow law enforcement officer. Up until the Essex County Sheriff's Department disrespected me. And then they jumped ship, and they started to join the bandwagon of disrespect Constable Stephen Wiggs. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's what I was shown. Disrespect. So, let's go deeper. Okay? The Essex County Sheriff's Department did what they did, and then shortly, like what was that? They did this to me on December 3rd, 2019. About a week or so after. See, I thought the Essex County Sheriff's Office had confiscated my vehicle. But look, I found out that they didn't. And I had, when I asked the NJIT Police Department where was my vehicle, they told me that it was in a pound, a regular impound. So it wasn't impounded for evidence. Okay? So I went to go get my cruiser. Because I went right back to work after I got out of jail a week later. A week later. I got out of jail. So the NJIT Police Department gave me the release form. So, you know, like, these guys knew that I wasn't a fake. The way that the Essex County Sheriff's Office made me out to be in the paper, or the RLS newspaper made me out to be a fake. You know, smeared my name all over the damn tri-state, man. And these guys gave me the release form to my cruiser. So if I was a impersonator, why would the NJIT Police Department give me the release form to a police cruiser that I was so-called impersonating with? It just doesn't make, like, this has got to be for the smart people, not the people that think with their feelings. This conversation has to be for the smart people, not the people that think with their feelings, okay? I need somebody with a brain to really think and get out of their feelings. I need these, you know, I need citizens. I don't need biased cops thinking, because biased cops don't know how to think. Biased cops, okay, think illogically. Okay, if you aren't a biased cop, okay, and you're able to think logically, then maybe we could get somewhere. So this is for the unbiased police departments or police officers of any agency. Okay? So I want you people to think. You don't got to be a police officer to think logically, okay? But I want you people to think. I want people to think clearly, okay? If I was an impersonator, why would the NJIT Police Department give me the release form to the police vehicle that the Essex County Sheriff's Office was searching? What were they looking for? My guess was another gun. Okay? Now, they gave me that release form because they knew I was the real deal. Other than that, they would have never given it to me. There was no reason for them to give it to me. Okay? So, let's move on. I'm not going to keep going crazy over that, man. Let's move on for a bit here. Now, this trooper testified on the stand. I don't think he was asked about this information, but I think he just wanted to further try and discredit me, okay, by throwing this out there. He states that the NJIT Police Department, the same college police department, testified on the stand. He testified on the stand that the NJIT Police Department said I inserted myself in a call for service, on one of their calls for service. So, I'm like this. I see what you're doing, and I don't think that they probably wanted you to use that. I think they were just trying to be buddy-buddy at some point, and just jumped on the bandwagon to destroy me for whatever reason. But now that this guy did put them out there on the stand and put them on the record. I'm now calling out the NJIT Police Department. I'm now calling out the NJIT Police Department for a few things, okay? One, where is the footage of me inserting myself into a call for service? Where is it? Because I know what I know what the trooper's talking about, okay? And I did not insert myself. I was asked to go on the call with the NJIT Police Department. Yes, I was asked to join and accompany the NJIT Police Department on this call for service. I did not insert myself into a call for service on anybody's police department for any other agency, let alone out of state. Like, ooh, you guys, oh my God. Now I'm like this. You said this to this trooper. Now you got to answer for it. There's no way I'm going to let you people just throw my name in the mud as if you got proof of what it is that you said I did, man. So my questions would be, if I inserted myself, what did the NJIT Police Department do to me when they saw me there? Did they make me leave? Did I get arrested for being there? What happened? Because I'm going to tell you this, guys. What you will see on the footage, if they got a cab camera, if they got an inside camera, what you will see is me riding shotgun. I'm in the passenger seat next to the officer that's driving. And we are going to the call together. Okay? We are going to the call together. Now, I can't recall the date that this call came out, but I can tell you it was at night. I can tell you that I had just parked my cruiser at their police department. And I can tell you that I was speaking to an officer before the call came out, and the officer was giving me a lift to my wife's place. And the call came out, and the officer asked, you know, if I wanted to tag along, and that it was on the way to my wife's house anyway, basically. So I said, hey, I got your back. It is what it is, as a fellow officer. Okay? And I hopped in the passenger seat, and I was riding shotgun to the call. Now that don't sound like me inserting myself. That sounds like an invitation. Okay? That's what that sounds like. It don't sound like this is the stuff that someone don't want to hear. Okay? This is something that a lot of you guys, a lot of you naysayer cops out there don't want to hear. You don't want to hear that I was invited to the call. You want to hear that, yeah, he got proof that I just jumped the call. That's what you want to hear. You know, and you want to hear proof that it's happened. They're trying to make me look bad. You know, well, you got another thing coming. A lot of you crooked cops out there got another thing coming. Okay? Because you want to try to destroy my integrity. You know, now we got to find out Who's lying? Who's lying? Okay? I want the people to know. Who told? This is on the record. This is on the record, okay? This is in the transcripts. So what trooper told this information? This is Trooper Donald Foley. I never really name dropped, but I'm dropping it today. Trooper Donald Foley of Troop K out of Philadelphia County of the Pennsylvania State Police. He stated on May 16th, 2019, on the stand, that the New Jersey Institute of Technology Police Department stated to him that I, former Constable Wiggs, former Constable Stephen Wiggs, had inserted myself in a call for service of the NJIT Police Department in Newark, New Jersey. No, I did not insert myself into a call for service. I was invited to the call for service. Now, let's go to a deeper scenario, not even scenario, let's go deeper. When I arrived on the call with the officer in his cruiser, in his SUV, there was an officer that showed up to back us up. And guess what police department he was from? He was from the Rutgers University Police Department, the next college over. Rutgers University. Okay? And I was asked by that officer, what agency are you with? And I stated to him, the Pennsylvania State Constable's office. And he says, okay, cool. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. The next I heard about this situation is this officer, this trooper, telling the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that I inserted myself on that call because the NJIT Police Department apparently told him that. So now, my question to the NJIT Police Department is, show me the footage that I inserted myself. And then next I want to ask them, what did you do when I was on the scene? Did you make me leave? Did you like complain? Who did you complain to? Did you give any pushback when I was on scene? Like, I don't understand. Why would you guys make that BS up? Why would you do that? I just don't understand. That you guys you wanted to jump on a bandwagon to destroy me so bad that you wanted to go out there and lie to this trooper who has made it his personal business to tell lies about me, this specific trooper that the Essex County Sheriff's Department vowed to help to disrespect me. Yeah, this is integrity at its finest from this prestige New Jersey college. I was treated like a fellow law enforcement officer before the Essex County Sheriff's Office did what they did to me maliciously. I sent the Essex County Sheriff's Department to that car. I want the NJIT Police Department to know that. I sent them there to that car because they told me that the Pennsylvania State Troopers told them that they arrested me for impersonating. And I wanted them to see the dispositions. I wanted them to find the dispositions to the cases that the that the Pennsylvania State Troopers disclosed to them so they wouldn't make the same mistake. Okay? But they did not do that. They didn't go in there looking for the bag that I asked them to go look for. They had other intentions. There was another agenda at play. And then you guys, what did the NJIT Police Department do? They jumped on board and then they wrote my cruiser that they've been helping me park in their location for over a year, over 2 years. They put 3 tickets on my car, on my cruiser. 2 parking tickets and an abandonment ticket, and then towed my car, my cruiser. And then gave me the release form to go get it back. I want you people to understand how ridiculous this sounds. Okay? This happened. Like, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Okay? This is beyond disrespectful. This is ridiculous. And guess what? Those tickets that they wrote, I didn't pay not 1 dime for those tickets. The judge threw them all out once she realized who I was. Yes, the judge was put on notice that I was a law enforcement officer from out of Pennsylvania, and they put the tickets on my goddamn police cruiser. And guess what? Me, the judge, and the DA laughed as the judge threw those tickets away, threw those tickets out. Yes, we laughed at those tickets. Like, man. So, the NJIT Police Department's integrity is on the line. Yes, it is. The New Jersey Institute of Technology Police Department is on the line for their lack of integrity against now a former fellow law enforcement officer. Like, yo, so I want you people to ask those guys questions. How could he insert himself if he was riding shotgun in the cruiser to the call? How could I insert myself when I was right there backing up the officer that took the call? How was I inserting myself when a fellow officer showed up to the call? I identified myself And he is in agreement with my presence. And then what happened after the call was handled? I got dropped off at my wife's house, and that was it. That was it. But they tell a specific trooper of Pennsylvania volunteering information, knowing they were lying. There is no footage of me inserting myself. You will see footage of me with them. With them. In their cruiser. Jumping a call is like just showing up in your own cruiser and just being there on scene. I showed up in their cruiser with the officer that took the call. What the fuck? Man, you guys, I want you guys to think a lot, because this is big time. You know, nobody calls out the NJIT police department and not have a solid reason to do so. Okay? But today, they're on the chopping block. This is former Constable Stephen Wiggs of the 16th Ward, Allentown, Pennsylvania, coming to you guys raw with this situation. Comment in the leave a comment and tell me what you think. Later.